Good afternoon. So today is my last full day here in Colorado. Thought I'd go for a bit of a hike today. Anyway, I'm doing a trail called Grouse Creek. It's just outside of Minturn, where I've been living here. Like, I walked here, it's like maybe a quarter of a mile outside of the town. Anyway, so that's kind of the information about the trail here. It says it goes up to 11,086 feet above sea level. Right now we're at 7,835 feet, so that's a really large elevation gain. I don't actually know if I'm gonna make the whole trail. I thought I'd just like bring the camera along and film it. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna take a bit. I don't know. That's a huge elevation gain, so I'm not sure like how many miles that is, but that's pretty far. Anyway, I'm leaving Colorado tomorrow to fly to Puerto Rico. I thought I'd just come out here and go for one last hike before I leave. I don't know when I'll be back up here again. I sure do love it up here though, it's amazing. Anyway, let's get this hike going. All right, got a little sign here. If we head down that way, that's gonna go to a trail called Hay Meadow. Not really sure what that is. Grouse Lake and Grouse Creek are this way. Again, I'm not sure how far this hike is because that is really just a massive elevation gain from about 7,900 feet to just over 11,000 feet. It's a huge elevation gain. So, you know, I'm gonna try and see if I can make it to the top. But who knows if I'm actually gonna have the time to do that. We'll see. I'll only go as far as I can. And if I feel like I want to turn back, then I will. But it should be a good hike. So we're getting some more turnoffs here. West Grouse Lake Trail goes that way. Grouse Lake is right up there. That's where I want to go. So that's where I'm heading. Again, there hasn't been any signs like saying how far this is. But I'm climbing at a pretty steady rate right now. So I don't know. I'll see how it keeps going. Let's keep hiking it for a bit and see how I'm feeling. I'm at a pretty good pace right now, I think so. I think it'll be all right. All right, so we got a nice little creek. I can't even see that little creek here. That must be Grouse Creek, I imagine. You know, that's what the trail is called. But I guess it's probably coming from the lake at the top. I would have to guess. So yeah, kind of cool little thing, but just gonna keep on going. I'm just hiking here, and I don't have too much to film at the moment. Thought I'd just tell you guys the quick relationship story, or my relationship story with Colorado. Like how I ended up coming here, you know, this summer as part of my travels, I guess you could say. So this summer is actually my third visit to Colorado. First time I ever came here was July of 2013, so just over 5 years ago. Me and my parents, we took a road trip up here from Florida, and we stayed up here for, I want to say it was about a week. We stayed up here. So that was kind of like the first time I came here and kind of really like fell in love with it, honestly. I mean, I think most people do. After that, I didn't come back for another 3 years, actually. And that was in July of 2016, so just over 2 years ago. I took my second visit here, but that was actually like my first kind of, I consider it like a first trip I took on my own almost. Like I do have family that live here, so I came here to visit them. But I actually flew here by myself, you know, from Florida. That's when I started my YouTube channel. Videos are still on there. You can go back and watch them if you'd like to. They're not really that good, but you could. So that time I stayed for about 2.5 weeks. And I think that after that I kind of decided that next time I came up here I wanted to spend a whole summer here. So that's kind of how I ended up coming here this year. I spent about 10 months in the Caribbean before this, in like Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, and I had kind of run out of money for my travels, so I got a job up here for the summer so I can save some more money so I can keep traveling. And yeah, I've been here for about 3.5 months, but I'm leaving tomorrow. So that's kind of like the brief story of my, you know, travels here in Colorado and the time I spent here. But it was kind of that second trip I took to Colorado. It was kind of like the trip that kind of really started to ignite my love for travel, I guess you could say. So it's pretty cool thing. Yeah, so I just found it interesting how you kind of develop a unique relationship with each place you visit or travel to. And especially the places I've spent more time in, like, you know, Colorado, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, kind of the places that I've spent more time in, I've really developed like a, you know, unique relationship with that place. So Colorado is definitely no exception, you know, especially because I've been here multiple times, and each time it's been a different experience. So it's really interesting. I like to see how that develops over time with each place I visit, you know. But Colorado's definitely served like a fundamental part of my like development as like a person and like a traveler, and especially after this summer, you know. So it's really interesting. Check it out. I'm not sure what the elevation is here. I imagine it's got to be over 10,000 feet. And I think there's an upper one that's up around 11,000. But look at that. You can see that mountain behind me. You can actually see where tree line is there, which is probably around 11,500 or so. I'd imagine maybe slightly higher. Between 11,500 and 12,000 feet is typically where tree line is here. But yeah, I made it to at least the first one. I might go a little bit further and see if I can find the second one, but honestly, if it's too far up, then I'm gonna have to turn around and go back soon, because it's gonna be getting dark. And honestly, since like the last clip I filmed, like that was well over an hour ago. I've been hiking like solid that whole time with like basically no breaks, just trying to get up here. But yeah, it's beautiful up here. Seriously, I love it. Good way to, nice little hike to end my time here in Colorado for the summer. Quite interesting, kind of like this giant boulder field here. I'm kind of trying to go up here because I want to try if I can get a good view of the mountains over that way. Looking that way, should be looking over towards Vail. So like the Gore Range is over there, which is a really beautiful thing. So I'm gonna walk down here and see if I can't get a better view of that before I head back down. So that mountain range back there behind me, which is kind of hard to see because of all the trees and stuff, but that's the Gore Range, which is actually one of the most remote mountain ranges in all of Colorado. Like most like undeveloped, most remote. Kind of an interesting fact about that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head back up to the lake for a second, then I'm gonna head back down because I gotta get back down. It's almost 4:30 right now, and it's probably gonna take me at least 2 hours to get back down. So yeah, I want to get down before it starts getting dark, because I don't want to be out in the woods after dark by myself, honestly. So all right, so that's it. One last view. This beautiful high altitude lake here in Colorado. One final Colorado adventure before I fly out, but it's been a pretty good summer. So this is a good way to finish it out, I'd say, at least. I just want to say really quick before I go, I'm hiking back down now, just with the lake, but I feel like really accomplished after that because it was taking so long. I felt like the trail kept going on, and I didn't know, you know, how far I had to go. And I was thinking I had to turn around back soon because, you know, it's gonna get dark. But yeah, it's kind of the thing with like hiking. I love hiking so much, especially doing hikes here, because like it's really hard work. Sometimes you're like sitting there wondering like, why am I doing this? Especially when you're a couple hours into a hike, and you're like, man, why am I doing this? But then like you get to the destination, it's just the most satisfying thing ever. So that might be a good metaphor about life. I don't know, except in life you kind of want to enjoy the journey more, but with hiking as well, try and enjoy the journey. And when you get to your destination, it's going to be like beautiful, hopefully. So anyway, enough of that. I'm going to hike down this mountain now.